In the past years, I edited many videos for my projects. Already as a teenager, I was fascinated by digital cameras. I imagined myself being able to create cinema-style footage with simple means. The Lord of the Rings movies really fired my imagination and passion for filmmaking. Later, as a student, I had that vague feeling that I should start something on YouTube. However, that was long ago in the late 2000s, and the concept of an influencer or a successful YouTuber didn't even exist yet. After graduation, I went to London, started a job and pursued training in acting on the side. I wanted to be as close to movies and filmmaking as possible. I eventually grabbed a camera. Actually, editing has never been a problem for me. I had that visual mind and an exact vision of how I would want to edit my videos. It was rather a matter of having good gear. I hope to step it up very soon, so yes, please send me money. By the way, should I start a Patreon page? Let me know in the comments. And then the biggest success came. I organized and executed a short film project for which I gathered a bunch of talented people from town and had a private screening in a small cinema with friends and colleagues at the end. I thought the world was mine, and then I left London. Well, the career went well.
Seriously, what the f are you doing?
After returning to Germany, I decided to take YouTube seriously. I realized that I can take that passion for storytelling and put it into YouTube, which gives me full control of the process. In order to be successful with videos, you have to improve your storytelling skills, and that's where editing plays such a big role. A skill that I'd like to share with you right now. So grab a coffee, make yourself comfortable, and let's have a look at how you, as a beginner, can edit your videos well. Alright, before we dive into the software, I want you to know that I'm updating the way I'll be making content on this channel. I'd like to add more practical help and tips for content creators, so you can expect more tools and tips in future for creativity, video making and digital design. Feel free to let me know in the comments below if you appreciate more stuff like this or whether you have other wishes for topics. People think editing is easy, but no, it takes time and effort, and it can quickly become quite tedious as well. To make a long story short, here's the basics on how you can edit your videos well and efficiently. Okay, I'm here in Adobe Premiere. I edit all my videos in this software. I would like to show you the dashboard and then walk you through editing a simple video sequence. Bear in mind, this is just a beginner-friendly tutorial for basic editing. There's so much you can do with this software, but today, let me just give you a glimpse into editing. When you open Premiere, you can choose above here the interface mode, so the way the workspace is shown to you. We go here into editing because we want to edit a simple sequence. In this mode, you've got three main panels or areas which are relevant to you for editing a video. The first one is the source panel here. If you cannot see it, it's probably hidden behind one of these tabs. Just click on source and you're in. Here you'll be loading all your footage, which is the source for your edit. The second relevant panel is the timeline down here. The timeline is the area where you put your sequence together. This is your main workspace where you'll be loading the footage from the source panel. The third window is the sequence preview. Here you can see what the sequence that you work on actually looks like. Okay, let's get practical. I've got 3 footage videos, out of which I'm going to make a quick edit. First, I want to load these videos into my source panel. So I go File, Import, and then choose your files from the folder you put them in. Alternatively, you can just grab the files and move them directly into the source panel. You can see that the 3 files are now loaded inside Premiere. Easy, right? Now we want to move the raw footage into the timeline. So I grab them and move them into the timeline. Voila! Premiere automatically chooses the right settings that match your video, so you can preview the footage straight away. And the preview of the video you will see in the video panel over here. That's it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. No, just kidding. Now you know in general how the interface works, but now we want to edit the video. What's the best strategy? Here's how you do it. Instead of moving the videos into the timeline, first let's delete them. Now, the way you start working is by reviewing your footage one by one and by choosing the parts of the video that you think will be relevant for your end sequence. So instead of dragging them all into the timeline, let's just go in the source panel the videos one by one. You click on the first video and then you'll see that a second window appears. It's not the sequence preview, which is on the right, but the footage clip preview. It plays you only the one video you clicked. Here you can mark the parts of the video that you want to choose using these buttons as the start mark and the end mark. Let's do it here and here. Now I marked the part of the video that I want to extract from my first clip. If you click on this button now, Premiere will automatically place this highlighted part of the video into the sequence timeline. Voila! Let's do it with the second clip here. Now we have the videos next to each other. Let's play it. You see, that's how you create a video sequence with a hard cut in between. Now let's pick something nice from the third video. Let's play it. There we have it, your first simple sequence in Adobe Premiere. That's the way you would go clip by clip if you had many over here in the source panel. You choose the best segments of the videos and then put them in a row and shift them around as you like until you achieve an edit that you're happy with. There's so much more you could do with video editing. We are just scratching the surface here. Let me know in the comments if you want more videos like this for advanced levels and I'll be happy to make more. Let me add here that there's a few ways how you could continue with your edit. You could, for example, drag a clip into the timeline directly, viewing the preview here, and use this tool to just cut the video in places you like. In this way you can also extract the segment you want and just delete the segments you don't need. You would always keep your original video in the source panel, so whatever you delete in the timeline has no impact on your source material. It always remains there, so you can mess around in the timeline as you want without losing your footage. Now the final thing is to get the video out of Premiere as a separate file, which will be your own edited sequence. How do we do it? You go to File, Export, Media. A big window opens in which you choose your settings for rendering and exporting your video out of Premiere. A lot could be said here, but let me give you a quick list of what to do. On the left, you see the preview of your sequence. Most likely you'll want to choose here H.264, which is a well-known video compression standard for high-definition digital video. You will use that format for basically any purpose, so choose that. Now here, depending on where you want to use your file, you can choose further settings. Let's render it for YouTube as a full HD video, which is 1080 pixels high. That's just the standard for YouTube and any videos you could use for social media. In the video tab here, choose render at maximum depth. Scroll down to bitrate settings. Here you can play around with them, but you can leave them as they are. Just tag here use maximum render quality to make sure the video is exported in the best quality possible. Here you've got the tab audio. Check here and make sure it's set to AAC and 320 kilobytes per second. Down here you can see the estimated size of your video file. If you want to reduce it, you will have to play around with the settings. For our purpose, we can just leave it all as it is. Once you check your settings, click Export. Premiere renders the video file now, which can take some time if your video sequence gets longer. Now we are done. The file is here and could be uploaded, for example, to YouTube. Let's play it. That was it, people. Now you should be proficient in simple editing. Okay, practice will make you better, so take my beginner tips and play with it. Make it your own experience and you'll find your way to become efficient and smooth with your new editing skills. I hope you enjoyed the quick journey. I'm open for collaborations to team up with creative people. If you think we can do something together, drop me a message. I'm a small channel and look forward to connecting. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Stay motivated, optimistic and active. Check some of my previous videos for mindset and travel inspiration. See you in the next one.